Hello everybody and welcome to One Player. Today we're playing some Memoir 44, but you might notice there's something a little bit strange about the Axis infantry here. Yes, One Player, they look a little like American police officers. No, that's not it. Use your imagination. They look a little bit like construction workers, One Player. No, that's not it either. They are in fact zombies. Tiny zombies, in fact, and whilst they may be uniformed in some slightly unorthodox ways, they are indeed zombie Axis troops. Today, we're going to give a go to a scenario posted on the Days of Wonder site, along with many others, but I figured this one would be the easiest, really, to translate into solo play, given that zombies don't really have brains. So we should be able to set up a pretty simple AI system with which to direct them around the board, and it's just going to be our job to survive, essentially. There's some really great flavor text to this at the start of the scenario posted on the Days of Wonder site, which I'll link to down in the description of the video. Essentially, like, we've stumbled into town, it's abandoned, you know, the French have deserted it, but we're not really sure why. And we've sent someone out to go to the church out here. That's these little groups, this little group up here to the northeast of the town. And we haven't heard back from them. They're a little, they've lost radio contact, and everything's a little bit eerie until we obviously hear the distant moaning of the undead hordes. I'll go through and I've made a few edits to the way that it plays, and a couple of edits to make it play a little bit smoother with solo play. It's definitely not a finished article, but I will post, maybe on like Google Docs or something like that, I'll post up like a PDF, kind of the rules that I've kind of quasi-edited. I mean, most of the stuff that they already had in there works really well. So the zombies move a little bit differently to the infantry. Obviously, they're kind of slow. They attack a little bit differently to the infantry as well. And there's a couple of mechanisms where they can respawn, so they can respawn from this here graveyard up here. I've used the hedgerow because I don't have the actual graveyard tile, but they respawn from the hedgerow up here. When they kill an infantry, they can actually turn them into zombies. So there's a couple interesting things which I think is really cool. Let's just dive right into it. Obviously, this will cover probably some of the Memoir 44 like general rules as well. If you're not familiar, it's a pretty easy system to pick up. And if you've never if you have no experience with Memoir 44, this will be definitely an interesting entry point into the game. Definitely not approved in any way by Days of Wonder, but you know, there you go. These are from the game Zombies. I think it has 3 exclamation points, but you can buy like little bags of 100 zombies, and I actually bought these a while ago in order to play this. I just hadn't never got around to it. So yeah, without further ado, let's get going. To start, the zombies take a turn. Obviously they get the upper hand. We're a little surprised, you know, yeah, which makes sense. You know, we're not quite expecting to come across these folks. Now, firstly, the zombies roll to respawn. So essentially they roll, if they roll an infantry, so that's this little blue guy here, they would respawn 1 zombie onto the graveyard. I created the rule where if they respawn to exactly 5, which is their like maximum like unit limit, so if they respawn to exactly 5, so like say they respawn 2 and then they respawn another 3, the units turn into what are known as elite zombies. That's these ones right here, these kind of fat Axis commanders. Definitely not what looks to be some sort of like traffic worker. Yeah, definitely not that. They're Axis commanders for sure. So anyway, we didn't get any respawns, so that's great. Now they roll 6 dice, and this tells us how many units they're going to command this turn. So on infantry, stars, and grenades, so actually only 2. We've got out pretty lightly. That's how many units they are going to command this turn. And then I'm going to roll a d6 to decide which flank they're going to control those zombies in. So it just kind of narrows it down a little bit. You know, we don't have to make as many decisions. So right now they're only in 2 flanks, so I'll use 1, 2, 3 for this, and 4, 5, 6 for this, and that's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to use two zombies Command 2 Zombies in this section. The way that you determine movement is basically all the zombies always move southwest, so that's this direction, unless they are within line of sight. That's two, for the zombies that's 2 squares to an infantry unit, or they're 3 squares or 3 hexes away, from the most recent battle. So that's any gunfire that happened in the last turn. If there's a zombie 3 hexes away from that, they will head towards it. You know, they can hear noise, they could pick up a little gunfire here and there. So, well, these folks are definitely going to move in and try to eat these brains that are currently hanging out in the church. And then the other folks, I guess, are these ones. So then they're going to attack as close combat. The special rules with the church is that zombies are not allowed to enter the church. Its holiness, you know, repels them or whatever. With these zombies, the special rule that I've kind of generated for them in combat is that they can share the same hex as an infantry unit, essentially just allowing them to disregard any sort of terrain benefits. So if they break into town, the infantry no longer get the defense benefit of having the town. Okay, maybe I'm explaining too much. Maybe we'll just cover it when we get there. Anyway, so these guys are going to attack these guys. They have a -1 effect because of the church, and because they're in the town. So they're going to only roll 1 dice, usually with roll 2 for close combat. And it is a grenade, so they have managed to pick someone off, and he can go stand over here. Poor guy. They already down a man. You can see this is worth 1 victory point already. The goal is to get the allies to 7 and the zombies to 5. So whatever happens first, that's who wins the game. These guys aren't attacking. And then the last thing we do is, if any allies were attacked by zombies, we have an instant counterattack. So we roll 1 dice as a counterattack, and we've managed to pick one off. So that's great. 1 for 1, an eye for an eye, a brain for a brain. Now it's the allies' turn. So as per the usual game, I will pull my starting deck of command cards, and we can either all units in the center, order 1 unit in the middle, or 3 units on the flank. Well, to be honest, I'm not too worried about the center right now. I would like to retaliate with these folks, so let's give that a go. We are going to order 1 unit on the right flank, and that's going to be these guys. They're attacking at close quarters, so if you haven't played Memoir 44, for infantry, you attack at 3, 2, 1. So essentially 3 dice here, 2 dice here, 1 dice here. So these guys are attacking close quarters. You count down 3, and we're going to roll 3 dice. We kill on infantry or grenades. We miss on a star, and of course zombies don't retreat. They don't know about that. they don't have the brains for that. So they don't retreat. We can retreat. And we've killed 2. We've got a grenade and an infantry. So this little pack of zombies is looking pretty good. Or, well, I mean, not good. Probably not looking good at all, but, you know, looking a little thinner than it was. Maybe that's a bad word for it, too. All zombies are pretty thin. Except these guys, these little hefty elite guys over here. After combat for the infantry, for the allies, we're going to roll 4 dice. And we're looking for actually this exact result. We're looking to gain 1 star. If we get exactly 1 star, we move this here reinforcement dice down. So it's sitting on the edge of the map. We move it down by 1 if we're able to get 1 single star. Once this reaches 1, we are able to reinforce, and we'll have an armor unit come in west of the bridge, and the tanks that we're waiting for, that we're holding the town for, will come and hopefully bail us out. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for that. It's pretty unlikely most of the time. Oh, well, there you go. It actually happened. So that's great. We're going to move down to 5. Perfect. Let's roll for the zombies. So they are going to respawn. No, they're not. All flags. So no respawn for the zombies this turn. They're going to roll 6 for their command. Oh, yeah. There we go. So they are going to command 6 units this turn. With which I imagine, I guess we could do all of these in this flank. Let's see what the dice say. 3. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because these lines count as both flanks. If you're familiar with the Memoir 44 way of being, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I suppose we'll choose these because these are closest to the other infantry, closest to the battle. So we're gonna move everybody southwest unless they are within line of sight. So these guys are gonna come up against the town here. Good for them. These guys are gonna come down into the woods. These guys are gonna come down into the woods. These guys are probably going to stay where they are because they're already attacking. These guys are going to come up to the woods, and these guys are going to come up to the church as well. They are looking pretty precarious. So for these guys, they would normally be rolling 2 dice. However, we have the terrain modifier. We have the town, so we are slightly protected for now until they're able to move on to that same tile. So they're just going to roll 1 dice. And they're rolling 1 dice, and it's a flag. Oh boy, so that means we have to retreat towards our side of the board. So let's go back this way. So we've lost the town position, unfortunately, but you know, things could be worse. We could be, you know, zombie meat. Now all of these 3 are going to attack, so this unit is looking pretty precarious. Again, they do only get, this one is going to get 1, this one is going to get 1. These elite actually roll 3 dice, just like our infantry, so they're actually going to roll 2. So let's see what happens. Let's go with this one first, the leftmost. It's a tank, so nothing. This southwest group, it's another tank. Wow, we're getting very lucky. And then the elite group are going to take out 1. So they are going to take out 1 little infantry. We're going to roll our counterattack, and we miss, so we don't get to take out an elite. That looks good to me. Let's pull a command card, shall we? Move out. Oh, okay. Issue an order to 4 infantry units. Terrain movement and battle restrictions apply. That's pretty good. 1 unit in here, or all units in here. Well, should we go all units in the... or do we want to try and bail these guys out? Maybe we want to bail these guys out. Sergeant Solo over here is, you know, he's holding the church admirably, but he's not doing well. Oh, I should say these are our elite units. These are, I've used this little Rangers token, but essentially this is like a flamethrower unit, and they roll 3 dice as normal at close combat, but they kill on infantry and the miss. So even if they miss, they're still shooting fire, so it's pretty hard to miss with that. So that's what they're doing over here, just hanging out. I guess this is some sort of, you know, little commander. I haven't decided yet. I think it would be cool if you could, like, if this unit gets killed, like, we could go and pick up the flamethrower from them. So only, like, obviously, like, not everyone can have flamethrowers. That's too easy. But if the flamethrower drops, maybe that would be cool. So let's see if that happens, and we'll figure out that rule as we come to it. I guess the zombies aren't really coming to us except for these guys, poor fellas. Let's do this. Let's no, actually it kind of feels like a waste because then, you know, let's do this one. We're gonna do this. When drawing a new command card, we can draw 2 and choose 1. So let's do this. We're gonna play it easy. Let's move. If we move into the village, we cannot attack the zombies. But then them moving into the village would be really unfortunate because then we'd be fighting against them with their terrain modifier. Although they only stay there for a little while probably. Let's move these guys and just try to take a pot shot. So again, we're attacking on 3, 2, 1. So this would be 3, then 2. The town here is blocking our line of sight to this side, but we can fire through here. So 3, 2. So we're only rolling 2 dice. And let's see what we can do. Oh boy, what a great shot. We got some little snipers over here or something. So we've managed to pick off 2 of them. Excellent. And then we get to take 2 command cards to refresh. Choose 1. Well, they're both the same, so that's completely useless. Excellent. Alright, good. Let's try and get some reinforcement, shall we? Nope, we are unsuccessful. So, it's time for the zombies. Let's see if the zombies can respawn. Yes, they respawn by 1. So let's, again, this is definitely not a traffic cop, definitely a zombie Axis soldier, and he's gonna sit by his lonesome in the old graveyard there. Yeah, so the best, essentially, I'm playing like, there can only be a maximum of 5 zombies per unit, obviously. I could choose to like move this one off and just have him wander, but I'm playing it as if like I'm gonna add up to 5. If it goes over that, then they just wander off. But if it goes exactly that, then they turn into elites. That's how I'm kind of doing it. I don't know. That seems to be like, I don't know. It's an interesting little spice, I guess. All right. Oh my goodness. Again, we've got 5 units. That was definitely a grenade. We've got 5 units. So let's find out where we're choosing them from. 4. So over here. All right, well that seems to work out because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just go here, and these are 1, 2, 3. Yep, these would have heard the battle, so they're gonna move in as well. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, all encroaching upon the church. Poor fellas. Sergeant Solo, I don't think is long for this world. So we've got, let's roll for the combat of the westernmost zombies. Again, we get very lucky. The southwest zombies, unfortunately, you are dead. And the elite zombies are going to roll 2. It's a flag. Interesting. So we're going to have to try and escape. And, well, things aren't looking good for that, are they? And we're only going to escape by 1 square. Do we go north or do we go south? Because we can't move through the other infantry. Or the other zombies, obviously. Let's go down this way. We're gonna let's retreat down here. We lose the victory point that we had for holding the church, so hopefully we can go get that back at some point. Because otherwise we're gonna have to kill all the zombies, and that's gonna be very difficult. So we've retreated, and that is that. We do get to counterattack because I believe it was this group that that took out one of our men, so let's counterattack. It's a grenade, so we do get to pick off 1 zombie there, thankfully. And looks good. Let's get this guy out of here, shall we? He can move 2, so he's gonna run into these folks, unfortunately. I think there's really no choice. He can move into the woods, and he'd have a bit of cover, which is nice. But then they could just move in as well, so it would negate that with the kind of altered rules, if you will. So he can move 2 and not attack, or he can move 1 and attack. So maybe he moves 1 and attacks, and just puts up a nice, like a last stand, you know? Oh, I can't move into the forest and still battle. Or maybe I just move back into the church. That's what I do. I move back into the church is the best thing to do. We'll take another command card to get it up to 3. Ooh, counterattack. Issue the same order just played by your opponent. Let's figure that out when we get there. Alright, we got our victory point back. Yay! And who do we want to try and pick off? I suppose the elites, right? They seem to be doing... Or they've got the most... Or we could try to finish off this unit, because it's, you know, obviously they're throwing as many dice as this unit. We can't kill the elites this turn, so maybe it is worth trying to get... Yeah, let's aim for these. We just need 2 infantry or 2 grenade symbols on here. Oh, that sucks. We've got 1 grenade, 1 infantry, so this unit, whilst depleted, is still very much hungry for brains. Alright, so we're gonna roll 4. Try to get 1 star. Oh, we've done it, yes. Alright. Maybe we do have some armor on the way. That would be nice. Hearing the tanks rumbling in would be quite comforting, I imagine. Alright, let's see. Zombies, reinforcements. 2. So 2 more zombies spawning on the hedgerow. Sergeant Solo can just hear them breaking out of their graves. These guys down here have been pretty chill. This unit over here has been getting absolutely battered. Let's see. How many of them are they going to command? Just 2. Okay. What flank? This flank. Okay, well then in that case, I suppose these guys would move into the town here, and let's move these guys out of the woods. So we're going to attack at close combat with these folks, and let's have them attack these guys. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So 2, and they've killed 2. Oh my goodness. There is some survivors, so we can do our counterattack. Oh, okay, well, at least we've got one of them. Picked it off. Good. Excellent. Alright, I think, yes, this might be the time to... I think this might be the time to move out, if you ask me. So let's do this. We'll do one here. We can take a pot shot at this little group. We'll do one here. That's 2. 3 into town. They can't battle, but 4, these guys still can. So anytime you enter different terrain, you're not able to battle. So moving into a town, you can't battle. Moving into hedges, you can't battle, or forests, I should say. But these 2 can, and so can these. So I don't see that as too bad at all. Recon. All right, we can move our flamethrower at some point next turn. All right, so let's take a pot shot, shall we? That's 3-2. So we're firing 2 at these zombies. Oh, wow, excellent. Some sharp shooting going on today. Very good. These guys are going to attack for 3 -2 because the zombies are in the town, so they've got the terrain bonus. And it's just the 1. That's enough. I don't mind that. These guys are going to battle for 2 as well. Oh, come on, can we? Yes, we can. Excellent. Our first unit of zombies dispatched. I'm going to take myself a victory token, and there's a row like right down here, but I recognize that is off camera. So you know what? I'm just going to put it on the board where the zombies fell. All right, we're holding out pretty well, I think. Let's roll for reinforcements. Not this time. And so let's roll for zombies. Ooh, one more zombie in the graveyard. There's some thriller action going on. And they're dancing up in there. I can just see it. Oh my goodness, that is 6 units of zombies that are going to be mobilizing. I cannot see this guy surviving this turn. Alright, so it is in this flank, so we have to move these 3 first, but then 3 more from here, and I can't see this going so well. Let's move these guys towards the southwest, towards this battle here. These guys, I think, would move 1, 2, 3. I suppose they would move towards the church as well. Let's move them southwest. I think the church is a bit overrun at the minute. It's just getting a bit ridiculous. Now then, we'll command this one. So this zombie's going to keep attacking. This zombie's going to keep attacking. This zombie's going to keep attacking. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what other unit are we going to move? Let's engage these guys and move them to the west. I think that makes sense. I mean, I suppose they could move southwest and then we move them along the bottom. Whatever. If we're being very strict. So let's see. These folks are going to battle against these. So we've got 2 in close quarters. No terrain bonus. They're both just open ground. And it's a 2 flags. So we have to move back 2. Let's go this way. 1, 2 back there. This fellow is going to still keep banging on the church windows. And he's missed again. This guy is getting so lucky. The southwest pack of zombies. It's another retreat. Well, that's really too bad because you're going to have to leave. And if you go the way you went last time, you're still going to be basically elite zombie food. So now they're rolling with 3. And I imagine... Oh, yeah, they got him. Alright. First zombie victory. Now, what we do when a unit has been entirely destroyed is we roll 4 dice. For each infantry figure, they turn into zombies. It's 2. So there is another unit of 2 zombies right here. These ones are a bit leany. I suppose some zombies are a bit leany. That makes sense. I think they're pretty well known for how leany they are. Alright, we are all square on 1 victory point all. Now we could try and get into the church, send one of these guys on a little reconnaissance mission, but to be honest, it didn't go so well for that unit, so I might hold off on that plan. We'll see. We've got our flamethrower. Unfortunately, our flamethrower can't really get anywhere because of all these men. Counterattack. Now, if we play this, I suppose, theoretically, because the zombies just were able to command 6 zombies, would we play the same? So we'd command 6 of ours? I don't see why not. Yeah, so we played it in this middle and this, so it would be, yeah, it would be the opposites of this and this. So, alright, I'm going to go with that. I mean, I don't know if that's, it's maybe going a little bit easy. It's, you know, it's kind of achieving the goal we want to, but, you know, that's okay. What should we do? I think we move, so we've got 6. Alright, I think we do engage these folks. So let's do 1, 2, 3, they can't battle, and 4, and then 5, they can't battle because they've moved 2. You can only move 1 and battle, or move 2 and not battle. That's 5, did I say? Yes. And then 1 more, 6. Let's put these guys onto the bridge. Yeah, right. Sounds good. So, you can't battle. You can. You're battling at a distance, though. So only rolling 2. We've got one of them. Good shooting. Men. And you can battle for 3. They're not going to retreat, but we can blow them up with grenades. That's the... That is a well-known zombie rule. Flags don't work, grenades do. Follow that, and you'll probably be all right. All right, good. Let's move this on down. See if we can get some reinforcements. Oh, we've done it again. Yes. Okay. Well, the tanks look pretty imminent, which is great news. I'm gonna have to break out the old tank unit here. Respawn those zombies. Oh, 2 of them. All right, so here we go. So we've hit the cap. So I can't turn this 4 unit into 6. I can only turn it into 5. We didn't get exactly there, so I am just gonna move this out and then start again. And they're not gonna turn into elites. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we're going to do that in this flank, and I suppose we'll spill over into this one. So this guy is going to attack. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he doesn't want to move into town. Actually, they didn't shoot at him, so maybe he doesn't even know they're there. He's just focused on the loud, flashy gunfire coming from over this direction. All right, so that's 1, 2. Well, oh yeah, there's no one over here anymore. Okay, so then. And 1, 2, 3, they are in earshot range. 1, 2, 3, he's in earshot range as well. So let's go 1 and 2, and that's all 4 of them. You've fallen over. That's a very zombie-like thing of you to do. And yes, so then we've got only 1 battling, but they are making progress towards the town. So you're going to roll for 2 at close quarters. You've got a retreat and a grenade. So that's 1 there, and then you're going to have to retreat this way. And we're going to do a counter-attack. Yes, for 1. Excellent work. All right, so actually you have just been dispatched with some losses. It has to be said, with some losses. Very good. Recon 1 to the center. Assault. You know, I really would prefer, honestly, for them to be closer before I order everyone to do something, because I can't even really attack with anybody unless I leave my towns, which I kind of like being in my towns, to be honest. It makes me feel a bit more safe. You know, if I move these guys out here to shoot these folks, then literally all of these zombies are going to just swarm them, I think. Or do I move these guys in preparation? You know, a little defensive line maybe. Yeah, let's just do 1. And I'm going to move our flamethrowers. I think I'll move them just the 1. And then I can still shoot. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm only rolling 1 dice. But then they're not going to be able to immediately attack me next turn. Yeah, okay, that's my thinking. Oh, yes, and okay, there's a very incredibly precise and long-range flamethrower. Okay, you gotta suspend disbelief for a minute. We're playing a World War II zombie game, so I think that's probably alright. It shouldn't be too difficult. Oh my gosh, we've done it again! Wow, I've never actually got this low all the times I've played through this. That's so funny. Alright. Great, we're gonna have some tanks pretty soon, guys, so that's gonna be awesome. No reinforcements for the zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4 to be commanded, and they're all gonna be in here. So 1, 2, 3, and then I guess we'll move 1 from over here. So let's make it. Oh, let's make it the graveyard so they can reinforce. So that's 1, 2, and 3 into the woods. And then these guys are going to battle, so 2 and 2. Ouch. our instant counterattack benefit. Yes, we pick them off. Good. Alright, we're slowly thinning the zombie ranks, which is great. And what have we got in terms of victory points? Just 2? Yeah, just 2. Yeah, alright. Well, they've got 1, so we're still in the lead. Okay, very good. Let's see our command cards. We need another one again. I always forget. Ooh. Issue an order to all infantry units in one section. Units may move up to 2 hexes and still battle. Yeah, okay. I don't mind that. Yes, alright, let's do that then. I suppose that's actually just this card, except moving more, which is actually pretty cool. So let's do this. We're going to do 1, 2, and they can still battle. We'll do 1, and they can still battle. And then, do I dare take them out of the town? I'm not sure that I do, to be honest. I don't know if I do. I mean, like, normally, with normal tactics, I might try to flank, but, you know, I don't really feel like zombies are flankable in that regard. They don't really care about, you know, they're not going to surrender. So, yeah, let's stick with this. Let's do... Should we take pot shots with these at this fellow and then use these and these to try to get these folks? I think we shall, yes. Alright, so these guys are going to do 3, 2. So roll 2 dice to try and get 1. And they've got him. Excellent. Down you go, mate. That's 3 victory points already. Now these guys are rolling 3, but remember they're flamethrowers, so they kill on an infantry and a star and a grenade. So that's 2. Very nice. And then these guys are in the town at close quarters, so another 3. Oh, more zombies! More zombie deaths. That's fantastic. Alright, good. Now these guys can fire on the forest. That would be 3, 2, minus the terrain is 1. So we're only rolling 1, because, you know, zombies in forests are hard to hit. And we've scored a flag. And then these would be attacking the forest for 2. And they've got 1. So yeah, alright. Not bad. Okay, we're actually doing pretty well. Surprisingly well. Last time I was like pretty much getting overrun constantly with new zombies. So I feel like we're doing alright this turn. The dice have been very kind on camera, surprisingly. Let's roll for reinforcements. How is this happening? Alright, we've only got 1 more to go, and if we get it, then we're gonna get some tanks, which blows my mind. Zombie reinforcements are 2, so they're gonna form a little bleep bleep, a little hedgerow unit there, or sorry, a graveyard unit. How many they're commanding? 4. And where are they commanding them? Well, I suppose. Well, yeah. Over here. Alright, good. So let's start moving some zombies out of the way. So that is 1 and 2 and 3, those elite units, and should we go 4 over here, go westwards into the woods? Okay, no attack though, no zombies attack, so that's good for us, I suppose. Command card. Medics and mechanics. Issue an order to 1 unit that has suffered casualties. Roll 1 battle dice for each command card you have, including this card. Well, that's 3. For each die matching the unit symbol or a star, 1 lost figure of that unit is returned to duty. If the unit recovers at least 1 figure, it may also be issued an order. I'm saying, like, these guys look like pretty good candidates for that, don't they? Or we could go all units and try to essentially, like, all-out assault these zombies right now. Yeah, let's save this. Let's save this for an emergency. We're going all-out assault. We're getting. Maybe this is a little cocky, but I think maybe we're doing okay. 1, we're gonna take some pot shots. 2, we're gonna take some pot shots. Do we try to move up to the woods here? 3, and then these guys too. All right, 3, 2 to these. We've got 1. We can either do 3, 2, 1, or we could do 3, 2. Oh, same thing. All right, so let's focus on these then. Nope. And then these guys are both going to attack the woods for 2. We've got 1. And we didn't with the other. Very good. All right. Fine then. Fine, fine, fine. Now we're a little bit exposed, but all right, we didn't get just 1 star. We got 2 stars this time, so no reinforcements for us. Let's see. Zombie reinforcements? No zombie reinforcements. Wow, interesting. Okay. Alright, how many units are they commanding? 4. Over there. Alright, well then these guys are going to move in, aren't they? 1. Towards the people shooting at them, that's reasonable. These guys are going to move in to the people shooting over here, so that's another 1. That's 2, 3, and I suppose we'll bring these guys along as well. 4. And who's going to attack? These guys are for 2. Oh, they've done it. They've taken down a unit. So they get a victory point, and again they get to roll to see if they have zombified, and they have zombified 2, in fact. There we go. All right, that's pretty tough. No other fights though. No one else is close enough. Obviously, zombies aren't so great with the ranged weapons there. All right, order all units on this flank. That's terrible. 1 unit on this flank, so that's not so good either. But we do get to do the command card, draw 2, choose 1. So let's do this, I guess. Let's draw the command card first. Again, they're exactly the same, so it's a good one. But I suppose we'll do this, move them out of the town, and then they've got a long, very long shot at 3, 2, 1. They're going to roll 1 dice to try and take out one of our own. As an allied zombie, and they missed, probably kind of like up over the head, you know, couldn't bring themselves to do it. I understand. Well, I mean, I was gonna say empathize, but I've never been in that situation. So, all right, no reinforcements for us. What about for the zombies? No reinforcements of the zombies. And how many are they bringing along this turn? Well, they are bringing along 5. So, very good. And they're all going to be in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, okay, all of them. Good for them. Very nice. So, they are going to move. And so, they are going to move... Let's see. These are going to move here, like this. These are going to move here onto the same square. So they lose their terrain benefits, but then these guys are going to replace them. And then these guys are going to move here. And this kind of creates like an overflood of zombies. So essentially, if they all get too close, then it gets really difficult, which is great, because I think that's probably what would happen. So these guys are going to go southwest to these. So let's roll 2. Maybe this was a bad idea to expose ourselves in that way. Well, we didn't get killed, but we do have to retreat, so that's actually not too bad. I'm all right with that, actually, especially on our flamethrower unit. So these guys are going to attack here for 2 as well. They both miss. All right, very lucky. Now these guys are going to attack here. You know, the actual square they're on for 1. Did these guys attack already? I forget. 1 to retreat, 2. Oh yeah, these guys need to attack too, so they'll attack this 4 band. Oof. Sorry, guys. And these guys will attack as well for 1. Oh boy. So we had, how many different units do we have attack? We had 3 different units attack, so we're going to roll for a counterattack 3 times. So 1 here against these, 1 here against these, and 1 here against these. Alright, we pop one of those guys. We get one of these guys too. So we're holding our own at least, and we get one of these as well. Alright, very good. Okay. We are in a precarious situation. Let's do this, and let's move this guy back into the town. I think he has to go back in there. Although he can't battle if he does that, which is a real shame. Do we battle with these guys? We try and pick off another unit. You know what? Let's try to save him, because we've got the medics card. We might be able to replenish him to full. And we'd have the chance to gain more units. So let's do this here, and we'll try to pick off this one so that no one can get into town, no zombies can get into town next turn. So they're going to roll 3, which hopefully, oh dearie me. Well, the dice have abandoned us. All is lost. Let's roll for reinforcements. Oops. Oh, I thought that was it. No, it wasn't. Close. Not quite. Reinforcements of the zombies then. 2 more zombies appear. Let's roll for their command. 3 flags and stars. So let's roll for their over here. Alright, so you guys are going to move here. You guys are going to move here. You guys here. You're not quite done. You know, you're not quite done. Whatever it is that gestating. You're not quite done like resurrecting just yet. So you'll stay right there. Okay. Command card. Let's see what we've got. All the units on the left flank, which is only this one. That's a bit of a waste of a card, as is this, because we've got no one on the right. So I suppose we will do this. Medics and mechanics. Issue an order to one unit that has suffered casualties. That's this guy. Roll 1 battle dice for each command card you have. That's 3. And hopefully, if we get 3 infantry, we can not only replenish him, but then also tell him to battle. 2. You know what? That's fine. That is pretty good. We've got our kind of zombie-fied. I don't know if you can medic. I don't know if you can medic a zombie bite out, but we're gonna roll with it. So we're gonna go battle with these guys to this lone zombie here, and hopefully, yes, we're gonna take him right out. You, my poor zombie friend, are down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victory points to the zombies 2. Zombies only got 2 of us so far. That's pretty decent. Let's roll for reinforcements. Ooh, it's 2 stars again. All right. And zombies, if they get 1, they're gonna spawn a unit of elites. Oh, they get 2. So they are full, and the graveyard is ready to move out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And where are they going to do that from? 6. All right, so they've got 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to have to select 2 more. So I suppose they'll be the ones closest, probably. So these and these, they're the closest to battle. So yeah, let's do that. So we'll battle these guys first for 2. They've picked off one of us. And these guys for 2. And they've picked off one of us as well. Oh, it's a unit down. It is a unit down. That's a victory point. And let's roll to see how many zombies they create out of that poor... Oh boy, it's 3. That is quite significant. That's a lot of zombies. That's a lot of zombies just popping up out of nowhere. I'll tell you what. All right, let's see what we're gonna do. Aha. Well, that is terrible because we are left with nothing to do except to move these guys. I believe the rules are like if you cannot do anything, then you're able to like swap out all your command cards. But because we can literally do that, just because it's disadvantageous, doesn't mean we're not, it doesn't mean we can take advantage of that rule. So, oof. All right. Well, let's. I suppose let's just move them in, and we're calling them out, calling them into the town because we are. Oh, it's another one. Because we are dying on a vine right here. Let's roll for reinforcements. Ooh, nope, not today. What about for zombies? Just 1, just a lone zombie popping his head out, and they are going to command 5 units. All in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy's going to move this way. These guys, I suppose we should probably, if we're going to be fair, we should probably do this. Move him this way. Move him this. Not the zombies are this organized, but move them this way. The elites are going to come in, and then these are going to come out of the woods. These are going to actually enter the town and negate the terrain benefit. That's pretty bad. You're in a zombie-infested French village, and that sounds, less than idyllic. We've got this one shooting for 2. Well, not shooting. Going for 2. We're going to have to retreat. Our flamethrower has been forced to retreat several times, and I'm pretty I feel like we should maybe be a little more confident in our abilities. These guys are going to attack here, but with the town bonus, or the town terrain, it's only 1, and they've missed. These guys, no town terrain bonus, so that's 2, and they are, yep, oh, that makes sense. We're going to have to retreat out of the town. That seems fair. Leave them to it. And yeah, that's it. Now these can't attack, so that's actually worked out pretty decent. You're all floppy, mate. What's going on? All right. Well, actually, that wasn't too terrible, was it? Right. Well, we've got to issue an order to, again, all the units on the left flank, which is still this one, unfortunately, because they are on the border. So I suppose actually we could do this. So if we move there just 1, we can have a pot shot over here. 3, 2 minus the terrain, so 1. We might be able to pick off a zombie, you know, through a window or something. We did. All right. We're a pretty talented group of US forces here. Obviously, you know, we're pretty special ops, you know, as far as I'm concerned. Sergeant Solo might be dead. He's wandering around in here somewhere. Were these guys? I don't remember. But our commander lives on somewhere. You know, Lieutenant 1 player is in here somewhere. Maybe he's carrying a flamethrower, although he does keep running away, so maybe I don't want that to be the case. All right, let's see. No reinforcements for us this time, and 2 for the zombies. And how many are gonna be? 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these. Oh boy. This is gonna get messy real quick. 3, and I guess we'll move. We'll choose our reinforcements because we have to. Okay. We're gonna need a pretty good command card. An ambush. After an opponent declares a close assault, but before he rolls his battle dice, play this card. Oh. Now I don't have any cards that I can actually play. So I will have to, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that one. Oh, that's a shame. Although, oh, okay, well these are much better cards, so you know what, I'm not too bothered. I say we order 3 units, and we order them in this particular way. I think we do this over here and have them fight maybe this lone zombie, and then we'll have these guys fight these guys, and these guys fight these guys. Yeah, so many guys, but that's just how it goes in zombie war. So you're gonna fight this lone. I mean, we're gonna wipe him out. That's the hope, isn't it? Or do we? Should we go with? In that case, should we go with these folks? Got a better chance of killing all of them. Okay, let's do that. We're going for those 3. So we get, because it's a flamethrower, we get kill on an infantry, a star, or a grenade. We've got 2. That's a shame. I would have liked to pick them off. Well, let's attack with these then on the same unit. So these guys are going to roll for 3 as well. And we've got them. Take that. So that's 1 more. So how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If we can get someone to the church, we're done. We win. Or we just need to pick this one off, and that would work too. Either way, I think we're going to be fine. How many has the zombies got? 1, 2, 3. So as long as they don't get 2 more unit kills in the next turn, I think we'll be okay. So who are we attacking now? Sorry, that was those. So then these are going to attack those. Oops. They've got the town bonus, so we're only rolling 2 dice. Yes, okay. Oh, we've done it. We've done it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we have officially held out long enough, repelled the zombie attack. I mean, they're still wandering around, don't get me wrong, but 7 victory points, and all of them coming from just plowing through zombies. I had some really good dice luck this round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we did it. Didn't even need the reinforcements, although we were so close to having a few tanks roll in, which I just think would have been really, really fun. You know, tanks versus zombies. I don't exactly know how the zombies would do against them, but it would have been great. Well, there you go. They didn't show up in time, but well, I suppose the game and the scenario is that we held out long enough for them to arrive, and now we can peace out, get back to you know, the regular war stuff, like capturing, you know, enemy territory and stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, that's Memoir 44 Zombies. It's a bit, there's some tension there, which is exciting. I think obviously there's no fog of war, right? So you're missing that like fog of war from your opponent kind of guessing or trying to out-tactic them. It's really just like an onslaught. So, you know, I get that like half an hour in you might want to probably try and speed it up, which is fine. And I suppose there could be mechanisms. Like I said, these are definitely not to be considered final in terms of the rules. So I'm sure we could find some mechanisms to actually speed it up. Maybe that's either having 2 spawn points or another spawn point opening up somewhere, or you know, having them appear from another, you know, having zombies appear from another place, or somehow like randomly generating some sort of those some of those sort of events would be kind of interesting. Yeah, so I don't know. I think there's ways you could spice it up, or at least make it. I was gonna say make it more difficult. The few times I've played through this scenario, I've actually gotten my arse bitten right off. So this is actually quite incredible that I managed to do so well. I mean, we ended with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We still ended with 8 zombie units on the board. So it's not like we killed 7 zombie units, and there was still pretty much as many as we started with when we ended. And we only lost, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we lost 3 units. So that's not terrible, is it really? Of course, the church unit was not long for this world. And then probably shouldn't have... Wait, was that really there? Did I really lose someone up here? Probably shouldn't have stepped out of the town to try and make an assault on, you know, some fearless, brain-dead warriors. Well, that is going to be it from me. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I'll post the link to the rule set and the scenario down in the description. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have a copy of Memoir 44. Let me know if you play it, and I'd love to hear how you get on. That'll be it for me. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me this far. And if you like what you saw, do consider subscribing. I'd love to have you on the channel with lots more solo board game content coming. We've got a few kind of longer series that are going to be that I've got planned. As well as plenty more, you know, print and plays and solo rules, and some, you know, obviously some more dedicated solo games too. So I'd love to have you stick around and hit subscribe if you would like to see more. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you later.